take that from me. All right. You sit and enjoy. Harry and Mariah. It's part of the new image, really. Well, an image that you've had in the States for a long time. When you come back here, as I said before, we still drag up big time, which you must be fed up of, 1980. I mean, your first image was of a girl next door, which I think we have a little picture. There you are. There's the girl next door.
I still live next door to somebody.
Yeah.
But I think they're too embarrassed to talk about it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, that picture, I think, was taken when I was just going on 20. Now I'm just going on 30.
Yeah.
So there's been a few changes along the years, and I think that anyone from going out of the teenage years and approaching the years of being 30 changes. The only difference is my changes are documented. Like, every time I changed my hair, I used to dye it black. Now I'm a fake redhead. And it's like, you know, why was the image changed? I got bored. You know, I get bored with my hair, and I change my clothes, and because I like fashion, it's fun, but I don't take it seriously.
Are you told, or do you tell, how you appear, your image that we're talking about?
Oh,
is
no.
that your decision?
We see, the word image is a label that's put upon how I look. It's not how I view it. I don't like walk past Selfridge's window and see a dress and go, what a new image. I go, what a nice dress, and I buy it. Same with my hair. I approach those superficial things the way all of us do. It's just a whim. But there seems to be more significance put upon it by people who like to label you by how you look.
But you don't help it, in a sense, yourself. I mean, there's a current poster of you in your new record. You're in a bra and pants in the poster.
Actually,
I mean, is that your choice? You wanted to promote it that way?
It's actually a 1960s fringed bikini, and
well, pardon me.
Which makes it so much more respectable. No, I've never felt defensive about how I look. I've never felt that I need to apologize for how I look. I look at feminism as a serious political issue and a sociological issue, not a superficial packaging of a woman. And I think that as a feminist, I live my life like that. Like I run my own business, I live my life, I make my own independent choices. And I think that's the heart of feminism, is being free to make your own choices and not to be intimidated by a man's view of it or a woman's view of it.
It vitiates your taking that stance, though, by appearing in the 1960s.
I don't think so, because that is my choice to do that. And I don't think that I should have to apologize for clothing. I think getting obsessed by how people are dressed rather than treat someone as an equal because they do the same job as you, or to give someone respect for their intelligence, is very narrow-minded.
Aye, but this image of you, which the word you don't like, is part and parcel of selling the record.
No, the image is part and parcel of me, and it's an extension of one aspect of my personality. I've never been embarrassed about my sensuality or sexuality. I've never felt like it should be something that I should be ashamed of. At the same time, the music is what sells itself. People never buy a record because of the album cover. Never. I've never seen anyone go into a store and part with that money because they like the picture. They'll buy a poster for that, or they'll tear some out of a magazine for that. So the music is what sells the product. The picture is just how I'm looking in one particular shot in a fashion or a photo shoot. Like, I'll do 20 different pictures, and I'll pick the ones that I think I look good in. Now, other people might go, "Ugh, she looks horrible," you know, or like, she makes me want to be sick or something, or she should cover up that stomach, she's wearing a bikini. But people wear them in the beach all the time, you know, and people don't go, "Ooh, what is she doing with that bikini on?" So it was one shot. I like it.
Your freer attitude, the open sensuality and sexuality that you talk about.
Excuse me, you make me sound Swedish or something.
Oh yeah, that's what I say.
Let's get it into perspective here. I'm just wearing a bikini in one shot.
No, you're the one who talked about not being ashamed of your sensuality and sexuality. And nor should you be. Why should you be? But would that be more acceptable in America, that attitude, than it would be in your native Glasgow, for instance?
I picked up a newspaper. I won't mention the name of it because I don't like to advertise for it. And on page 3 there was like, no bikini. you know? So is that an answer? We don't have that in the States.
No, that's funny. They don't. The States aren't topless at all, are they?
No, it's certainly not in their
But
things,
that's a kind of hypocrisy, because behind it all, they're just as depraved as we are, aren't they?
I hope so. That's why I live there.
Is that why you live there? No, why do you live there?
No,
Because you've, in a sense, over the last few years, certainly been more successful there
Yeah,
than here.
mhm,
Why
yeah.
is that, do you think?
I think that being more successful there probably has a lot to do with it. I think our egos like to go where there's work and where there's acceptance. And my career took off there 8 years ago and then was established and stabilized itself and continued on an even keel. Whereas here in Britain and in Europe, it fluctuates every now and again. Something does okay and then it doesn't. And so I think that was one of the reasons for going there. Also, I fell in love, and the person that I fell in love with was living based in LA, and it was easier for me to be a kind of nomadic traveler when I work. I travel all over the world. So I spent a lot of time in hotel rooms here anyway, and I decided to buy a house, and I just fell in love with it. After the relationship ended, I said, Sada, I like living here. So I stayed.
You've retained a nice mixture of the Glaswegian and the American. As always, on a Wednesday, we run out of time before we've even started. And it would have been nice to talk some more to Mariah and to you, Harriet. But
you won't point out it's a Monday.
It is a Monday. It is a Monday. And thank you all. It's always shorter on a Monday.